How you doing? This is Black Shy Guy. Thanks for joining me. I had to make this video before I left to do my errands, etc. I had to make this video about Dante, right? About the situation with the traffic stop when the police officer accidentally used a firearm instead of a taser. She thought the firearm was actually the taser, which I have no idea how you mistaken a firearm for a taser. I just don't have no idea. And we don't even receive the training they receive. But she mistaken the firearm for a taser. Okay. I'm not even gonna say that's neither here nor there because that is the situation that's going on right now. But like I said, this is gonna be a quick video. I wasn't gonna make a video. I had to make this because it just was on my mind. But everyone now is calling for the disarmament of cops during traffic stop. They're saying cops shouldn't have firearms during a traffic stop. Yes, there's a lot of situations going on with police. They have shown the incapability, the responsibility to have a firearm in some cases. But us as citizens of the United States, we have also shown the lack of incompetence to obey simple commands. It goes both ways. I mean, I've been stopped. Listen, I've been stopped by police officers, okay? And I've been stopped by police officers with my firearm, okay? With my firearm, okay? I haven't been shot. I haven't been grabbed up, put down on the ground on the curb. You know why? Because I carry legally. Not only do I carry legally, I obey simple commands. Because my first thought process is to get out of there and to make the situation less uncomfortable for me and the cops. Because we both want to, at the end of the day, we both want to go home. Listen, yes, the cops have done things that are questionable with their training. But the people that are being stopped are people that have been in violation with the law numerous of times, okay? And I'm not excusing what the cops did. What the cops are doing, it's not excusable. But whether you're a criminal or a law-abiding citizen, obey simple commands and you'll get out of there with your life. Why make the situation more stressful? Why put your life in danger? Obey simple commands and you're out of there. And if the cops are wrong, like I said in my last video when I was basically talking about two individuals' opinions, you can sue them at the end of the day. You can sue the hell out of the police officers when everything is said and done if they're wrong. You have a little money in your pocket. If they're wrong, you know? If they're wrong, you have a little money in your pocket. I got pulled over because my car is tinted out. And I know I'm not supposed to have a tinted out vehicle, but I have a tinted out vehicle. So when a cop stops me, I know the possibility of them stopping me is because of my tint. So I'm not going to give an attitude because you're not allowed to have your vehicle tinted out the way I have it tinted out. It's blacked out. So I get stopped, not all the time. I just get stopped randomly because a lot of officers obviously know my vehicle. They ran it a couple of times or whatever the case may be. They stopped me before and they're like, oh, I stopped this kid before. Not kid. I stopped this young man before, so I know he's not a criminal or whatever the case may be. I know he carries legally, so it's no point in stopping him. He has no priors, etc. There's no point in stopping him. But the cops who don't know me and never stopped me before, they're gonna stop me. So I'm not going to give them an attitude. I'm going to obey all the commands. You know why? Because I just want to get out of there and do my thing. But when you fight the cops, when you argue with them, when you aggravate the situation, and yes, there are some cops that escalate the situation by drawing firearms for no reason. Yes, I understand that. But why make two wrongs now? He's already, even if the cop escalated the situation by drawing his firearm, why escalate it further? Do you want to get shot? Do you not want to see the next day of your life? Do you want to be 10 feet under? what are you gaining? What I don't understand also, right, is the media saying, oh my God, this and that and the third, these cops don't know what they're doing, etc. Yes, some cops don't know what they're doing, and that lady proved it. I mean, you pull out a taser. Oh, you pull out your gun. You thought it was the taser. It's understandable, but how many people are being shot that are obeying commands, are stepping out of the vehicle when told to, are putting their hands on the steering wheel when they're told to, are showing their registration and ID when they're told to, people that are basically obeying commands to the T and still being shot? How many? How many? If you know the number, put it down in the comments. And I'm not talking about making up your own numbers. If you know the answer to that, put it down in the comments, please, because I would definitely like to know. And I'm gonna look it up myself after this, because I don't have time, because like I said, I wanted to make this video really quick, and I'm gonna go do my errands. But if you know that number, put it down in the comments. But to basically say the cops shouldn't have firearms during a routine traffic stop, it's idiotic to say that. It's idiotic. And to say sometimes they shouldn't have their firearms during the traffic stop. You don't know who you're stopping. You don't know who you're stopping. So you're basically telling the cops to have some type of telepathy to find out, wait a minute, I am Jean Grey from the X-Men. Let me read this guy's mind and see if he's a ruthless criminal or if he's a guy basically just out and about enjoying his day. You can't tell that from a routine traffic stop. You can't tell that. Wait a minute. Shit hits the fan. You want the cop to run back to his car to get his gun? He'll be shot by then. You know how fast things escalate during a gunfight? During a situation, life and death situation? How fast things can happen? So you don't want the cop to have his gun during a routine traffic stop, right? You don't want the cop to have his gun during a routine traffic stop. So you want him to approach the vehicle unarmed. And don't tell me he has his pepper spray and he has his taser. Because give me a break. Okay? Give me a break. A guy pulls out a firearm on you and you're gonna pull out your taser or pepper spray. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Especially when the guy has to jump on you. Who's gonna win that? Let's be logical here. Let's not play incompetent. Let's be logical here. Who's gonna win that battle? And especially when the citizens of the United States know, hey, cops are not carrying their firearm on a routine traffic stop. So when a criminal gets stopped, he already knows this cop is not gonna have his firearm on a routine traffic stop. I'm gonna have to jump on him with my firearm. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Yes, the cops have been proven incompetent with their firearm. And I'm going to say some cops, because not all cops are bad. Just like not all citizens are bad and incompetent and not able to listen to simple commands. Okay? What I'm saying is, if you disarm the cops on every routine traffic stop, and some people are trying to split hairs now. They're like, well, they shouldn't have. I'm not saying they shouldn't have it in all traffic stop. I'm just saying some. How can you tell? How can you tell that? Please put it down in the comments if you can tell how you can distinguish the two. Let me know if you're an X-Men, an X-Force character, part of the Justice League. I just want to know. Which part of the group you're in, okay? Because you can't tell that. You can't tell when whether a guy is out for blood or whether he's not. You know what I mean? You don't know. Things escalate really quick. And sometimes even the most honest bystander can turn into a ruthless killer because he had a bad day in his life or whatever the case may be, and he takes it out on you. How many times have we seen that? Now you're telling the cops to go without their guns for a routine traffic stop? It's gonna be Christmas Day for criminals, because now the criminals know gonna be a high possibility this officer is not gonna have his firearm. We got to jump on him. Don't worry. Don't worry, Bonnie. All right, Clyde. Don't worry. We got this. Officer's done by the time he reaches the door. The conversation hasn't not even begun. Because let's say, God forbid, that law goes out. Cops are not allowed to carry their firearm during a routine traffic stop. They have to leave their firearm in the vehicle. that alone sounds funny. That alone sounds funny. Leave your gun in the vehicle when you're doing a routine traffic stop. Let's see how many cops stay at the job. Let's see how many people just leave the job when that is announced. Who's gonna be cops then? Who's gonna be cops then? Because whenever that happens, believe me, people, welcome to Thunderdome. All right? Welcome to Thunderdome. Okay? Let's be honest here, okay? Guns are not the problem. It's the people that are being trained to handle the situation and become cops. Those are the problems. Not the gun. You know what I mean? Not the gun. They just need to train these officers better. Training needs to last longer. You know what I mean? Training needs to last much longer. Make it 2 years. You know what I mean? 2 years training, be an officer. Not this 6 months, 7 months, 8 months in some states. That's ridiculous. I believe it should be 2 years. But and a lot of things are being said that it's hard to train. It's hard to train for a life and death situation. It's hard to train for that. It's hard to train for a life and death situation because when you're training, you know you're not gonna be killed. So when you're in a life and death situation, everybody reacts differently. Everybody reacts according to what their body is telling them at that moment in time to react to. So things can happen, mistakes can happen. And please do not think I'm making an excuse for the officer that mistaken the gun for a taser. Absolutely not. I'm not making no excuses for her at all. But what I'm saying is hard to train for life and death situations. That's why training needs to be extended for at least 2 years to 3 years to be. I'm not gonna say 3 years because that's like going to college. But considering everything that's happening, maybe that's not far fetched. But something needs to be done. We all know something needs to be done. Okay, something needs to be done about this situation. Um, I don't know what's going to be done, but I don't think disarming the cops during routine traffic stop is the answer. That's not the answer. You can't do that. You can't do that because remember, even good cops are suffering. Good cops that had no priors to being rude or anything like that, even they're suffering. You're telling me you're gonna disarm cops on a routine traffic stop? It's gonna be open. It's gonna be open. It's gonna be open season for the criminals who actually so happened to get stopped by the cops because of a broken tail light. The cops got lucky. They run into someone who's had priors numerous of times and have outstanding warrants. You can't do that. There has to be another solution. I don't have the answer. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer to that. But something else needs to be done. And disarming cops during routine traffic stops is not it. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Um, Let me know what you think. What should be done? If training should be extended, or if cops actually should be disarmed during routine traffic stops. And let's be logical here. Put it down in the comments. Tell me what you think that should happen. All right. This is Black Shy Guy. Unfortunately, the young man Dante Wright has lost his life. Unfortunately, um, I have other thoughts about that, but unfortunately, he lost his life. But yeah, it's a sad it's been a sad week. But other than that, this is Black Shy Guy. Thanks for sitting at my table. Hit the like button if you really like the video. Even subscribe for any upcoming new videos. Black Shy Guy, man. I'm out of here. Peace.